Dancing the Paso Doble, Jason Donovan and Kristina Rihanoff.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now.
Adventure seeker on an empty street, just an alley creeper, light on his feet. Up out of screaming, with no time for doubt, with the pain and anger, can't see a way out. Ain't much I'm asking. I heard him say, I'm your future, move out my way. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. I want it all. I want it all. And I want it now. I want it all.
Jason, congratulations, Kristina. Now, what a wonderful week's training you've had.
It's been tough for us.
That was, oh, well, that
it was a difficult birth.
It was. Well, anyway, while we take a breather, it's a good time to welcome our fabulous singers, Dave Arch and his wonderful orchestra. Oh. And on the mandolin. Well done, Dave, on the mandolin. Not forgetting our judges. Welcome, judges. Yes. That's enough. That's enough. Not forgetting our judges. Now, the standard of last week's judging even raised the eyebrows of our judges, or at least it would have done if it hadn't been for all that Botox.
Who's Botox?
He can't move. Craig couldn't move it. So busy concentrating. I'd like a picture of that. I really want. Anyway, Len, start us
Well,
off.
you know, in the Paso Doble, the first thing I look at is the buttocks.
Oh.
And I had a... Because if your buttocks are firm, your posture's going to be good. And I must say, I had a good look round your buttocks. And they were firm and beautiful. Let me tell you, you got the performance, but you lacked the technique. It looked great when you... It's the truth. You looked great when you were standing still. You really did. But the twist turns were plonky, then the locks, you galloped a little bit. It wasn't your best dance, but there you are. You did your best go at it, and
absolutely.
Just think of your buttocks and you'll be happy.
You half agree with a lot of that.
Well, it's been a tough week. This has been a difficult birth.
I know. You said that. Right, Alicia, what did you think?
I thought it was another confident performance, Jason. We can't take that away from you. But I felt you were a little unsure. I could feel that from you, and it wasn't your strongest. Still good, but I felt like most of the character of the dance was projected in your face, and I just want you to get that equal balance between the technique and the passion that you have, because you can't deny that. You lit up the room, you create the atmosphere, and it was a great performance, but not your best so far.
No. Well, he was too long in the supermarket. Right. OK, Bruno.
Jason, you tried to make a big meal out of this Paso, and you got indigestion. I tell you, the face looked like you were chewing the scenery, but the feet were actually off timing, and Lenny's absolutely right. A lot of the technique wasn't on top. You were not on top of it. And losing the timing on all this, again, Queen song, please. You've got to kind of give it service. It wasn't
your best performance.
Yeah, too much sage and onion. Right, Craig, running gag here. Right.
Yes, you need to keep your shoulders down at all times, particularly in lunges, and particularly when you take Kristina's weight. You tend to do that when you take her weight. That needs sorting. You need to follow through all the lines that you create. I felt like you created the line and then it ended rather than following through. You're lifting your knees too high, and that's why it looks gallopy. It's a real shame, actually, because the intention I know was down.
Yeah, thank you. I agree with all those comments.
You agree with... Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. And you take it all on board, let's face it. But it still looked wonderful to us, both of you. Kristina, up you go, back up the stairs. Lovely.
Come on, Jace. Come on. Jason's passionate, Paso. You won it all, you gave it all. Len said it wasn't your best dance. Do you agree?
Well, it's been a tough week. I think all of us have felt quite fatigued, I think, this week. And I think
Nancy's saying yes.
It's been a whirlwind for us. So, you know, I think all the judges' comments were absolutely fair. It's a very different dance than I've done so far. But next week's another week, and we will give it 100% as we've done in the last 4 weeks.
I don't doubt it, Jason. And of course, you've been in character. You've been in character all week as a Spanish Paso type. Has he left the building yet? This character?
I don't know, actually. The moustache has definitely left the building.
Okay,
but,
that's gone.
But that is definitely gone, Tess. So.
Okay, well, the scores are in. Olé.
It's time to get the scores from the judges. Craig Revelhorde.
6.
Len Goodman.
7!
Alicia Dixon.
7.
And Bruno Tognoni.
7.
27 out of 40.
That is...
Not your strongest score.
Not my strongest score, but, you know, as I say, I think very fair comments, and next week's another week, so...
Onwards and upwards. And, of course,
absolutely.
Dancing to Queen, a member of Queen in the audience. Did that add to the pressure?
Well, I just hope that we did Brian's song and Queen's song justice.
Yes,
I think
you
we
did.
did.
I think so. What do you think, ladies?